Hello everyone, it's Christina from Christina's Art Corner. Welcome or welcome back, whichever applies. I thought today I would go ahead and do a watercolor with me in this book by Jung. It's called Vintage Fashion Watercoloring Book. I have not colored in this book before. There's all these different fashion pages, and I had picked one in my coloring plans. It was this one here, and my idea for it was to use some Neocolor IIs, then also follow up with my watercolor pencil sets, which I have all but my Albrecht Dürer in here because they needed a separate case. But I have Cretacolors, and I have Koh-i-Noor, Progresso Aquarels, and then my Caran dAche Super Colors, and that goes all the way up to here. And I think that's it. Yeah. I just didn't have enough spaces, I don't think, for my Albrecht Dürers to fit in there. Would be nice if they would, then I'd have them all in one case. But that's what I thought we would do today. Something a little different than a watercolor palette. So I think I'm going to pick out some of the Neocolor IIs, and I think we'll go with a pink color. And I didn't want to go too bright with the Neocolor IIs right off the bat. I need an eraser. Yeah, because I've already put Neocolor II on the page. Okay, and also I wanted to use these refillable watercolor brush pen set that I ordered on Amazon. I've never tried this brand before. It's DIY. It's a set of 12, but it comes as a 2-pack. So there's 24, and there's 3 different types. I keep 3 of these at my bedside if I have to do coloring lately in bed. But there's 3 different tips that we have. And let me just show you them here. So these are the 3 tips that we have. I generally like the smaller ones, especially I think for a page that has a smaller image, but I just wanted to show you what they do offer. And I'm going to fill this up, the one that I'm going to use, with some water. And these screw to the right to unscrew. I like filling these up with these bottles. It's very convenient to do so. And then it screws on by going lefty. All right, I'll keep that to the side and keep my eraser nearby. And then I think we better have a towel near us. And I'm just gonna prime this a little. Okay. All right, so I think I'll go in with this lighter pink here. And let's just see what happens. Now, I have not used the Neocolor IIs for a skin tone, but we'll see. We'll see what works. And I'm just trying to follow the page where I see this lighter pink. It's a little darker there. Got a little bit of light here. I guess we could go ahead and try. Let's see, this one is, by the way, the rose pink, and that is considered a purple. This one is purple too. So I don't know if I have a proper pink. I don't, so we'll use that with watercolor. And then Maybe a skin tone will be in the watercolor pencils, but maybe I could do the hat in a turquoise. This is a little more green, but we'll give it a base. And this is jade. Just gonna go over slightly. And then we'll darken that up as we go along. And then we could use a yellow. Let's see, this is Chinese green. This is lemon yellow. So we'll do a little bit of this on the bow. We'll darken that up with pencils. And then we have some flower action here in yellows. I'll do the details with the watercolor pencils. And then we'll do the pink shoes. Okay, so let's start out there and see what we come up with. Let me start in the shoe area. So how have you all been? Have you been getting your monthly coloring in? I've been working basically on my buddy colors pretty much exclusively because I wasn't sure I would have time to do something like this with my foot issues that I have going on. That has been something. I'm waiting on my MRI April 3rd to find out what ligaments and tendons are doing in my left foot that I rolled recently. They wrapped it and put it in a soft cast, but the compression wound up turning my toes purple. And so I've had to loosen it, take it off, put it back on, elevate. And then I went back to putting my brace on because it didn't feel stable without it. So yeah, I've been doing coloring in bed mostly with my laptop desk, which is a godsend if you've got any kind of ailments to be able to color in bed. My father-in-law elevated my TV on my wall so that it was easy for me to see while my leg was elevated. So that was much appreciated. Family has been very helpful. Very grateful. So yeah, I've been getting my buddy colors done one by one. Been posting them to Instagram. Those that we have finished together. If anyone is not done, then I tend to just wait. I only post on Instagram the buddy colors that are finished by everyone. Mostly the individual buddy colors. Okay, so I think we have a nice little base with our Neocolor IIs. I think that I probably want to do the rest in watercolor pencils. So I'm gonna put this over here. So let's figure out a skin tone. Let's see, I have this Color Merino, and it doesn't show, or does it? It's called Tan Light. So I think we'll give that a try and see what happens. It'll put some color on the page anyway. and then we can darken it up as needed. Okay, now let's do the face. Okay, and then her glove is white, so let's activate this one. Yeah, it's pretty light, which it's good to start out light and then build on that. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's make sure I got these legs here. Good, okay. All right, so we'll leave this one out. And then her hair is kind of an auburn color. This English red might be a good one. This is also a Cretacolor Merino. Let's see what that does. That's a good base. I'll keep that color out because I can darken it dry, because that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, as far as getting this turquoise color, this Caran Super Color turquoise blue is a good match. So we'll go under here. And then her belt has the turquoise in it. Okay. I do like this size brush. Okay. All right, now let's go into a pink for the dress. And I think this color will be a nice match. It is purple, but the pink, I could probably do both. That's a light purple too. This pink, this rose, we could do that too. So let's just see what happens. This is probably more the color of the light that we have here. Go all the way down on the dress here. And then there's an area of darkness right around here. I'm just going to outline that so that I don't go over it. We have darkness there. It's a little darker over there. And then we're light up here. And then there's just this area of lightness. And on the edge here, I feel my feet going to sleep already. The struggle is real. That's how I wound up hurting my ankle, is I got up and tried to walk while it was asleep. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Okay, so let's go in with this. Let's see, I have the light purple. Let's just see how it goes. Before I go any further, let me see how this purple is turning out. Okay. So far, it does look more pink. So I think we're in good shape. I'll have to layer it for sure and make sure that I'm giving it time in between to dry. Because if you put too much water on these pages, you wind up getting an issue, which we don't want. It is watercolor paper, but if you put too much water at the same time, you will have an issue with the paper pilling a little bit. And that's just from the experience I've had on these papers. I'm going to go over that with the little darker color here. Pressing a little harder where I want these darker areas. I think the next video that I'm going to do for you all is another update video. I have some haul items, but I also wanted to color some of the pages that I have left for the month. Do a little bit of that again. Now I'm going over this area again carefully because I'm not sure that it's totally dry. Okay. Okay, it's looking good. I'm just going to give this an overall light coverage. Darker where I feel the shadows are on the page. Okay, let's start doing some water now. Let's go ahead and put some darkness down on these shoes. feel like I'll be able to go over this with that particular pencil to get that color. And I think I'll use this dry to get darker there. And then as far as, let's see what kind of, maybe we can just go a little bit darker. This is the cobalt blue and the super color. And I'm just gonna blend that area there. And also get a little more darkness going on here. Okay, let's see what happens with that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let that part dry a little bit while we pick out some yellow for the bows and a little darker yellow in this area. This is the yellow and the super color. This actually has a pink area there. And then we have some green. Some green stems. Actually, this is green too. This portion. And we have some green leaves. Okay. And I could go a little darker. This is a bluish green, but let's give it a try. All right. I think that looks good so far. And then let's go into this bow area here. And we've got a little bit of kind of a browny red in here. All right, let's see what that winds up doing. I'm going to go and activate the yellow first. And then move in that English red. Okay. We can go a little darker with pencil. I think I'm even going to put some of that English red in some of these darker areas here on the flowers. Give that some definition. Okay, and then these bracelets. Okay, I even think that red would be good for the lips. Yep. And then let's go in with the dry pencil and work on the hair. I'll go ahead and activate that one more time. And then she's got some blue eyes. Don't think I'll activate that part. She's got kind of a turquoise earring. Lighten that up. And then her bow here is yellow with just some slight hints. These details here. Do a little bit of the red. Okay. And then I'll just dot around here where I put that English red. Okay. And then I want to go ahead and put a little bit of darkness here on the shoe area. There we go. And that's dry now. All right, I'm gonna take a little break so that the numbness in my feet can go away, and then we'll come back and figure out some skin tones here. And then she's got the belt, and we need to darken up the dress. And then I think we need to put a darker color here underneath the hat. Yeah, so it's looking good so far. Let me give you a little closer look. That's what we have so far. So we have a lighter version, but we're gonna darken that up and make it more similar to the page to the left. We'll be back. Okay, I thought we would have a little interlude and show you what else I have been up to. I recently got this Elizabeth Arden bead storage, and I'm using that for my diamond painting. I have here a Carla Magana diamond painting from Diamond Art Club, and I kitted it up here. So here's all of the colors. Here are my ABs, and then we have our black. There's quite a bit of this color in there too. So yeah, I had fun using this. I understand this is the rage to use the Elizabeth Arden storage boxes, so I figured I would go ahead and give it a try. And so far I really do like it. I also have the Art Dot storage where you have the little vials, and that works good too. But I thought I would show you that, and I'll show you, last night I started the painting. Here is the canvas. And I'll have to fold it a little bit to show you all of it. There's the face. And here is what I've got done so far, this corner. And there are some ABs on there. You can see right in through here and here. So yeah, I think it's gonna look really sharp when it's done. But I started that last night. And I have another one kitted up as well that I've not started on yet. All right, back to our page. Okay. I get settled in my chair, and hopefully my feet will stay awake and not asleep. All right. So I think I'm going to go in with this darker color here and start darkening this up again. I started that diamond painting last night like at 10 o'clock, and I worked on it until 2 a.m. approximately, so it does take a while. I was able to do it in bed with my laptop desk, and I had a light pad going, which was nice. I wanted to finish a certain section of it last night, and I finally just got too tired, and I needed a different position for my ankles. But it is enjoyable to have a variety of art things to do when you're recovering or in general. If any of you diamond paint, how do you like to kit up your drills? Do you like the Elizabeth Arden containers, or more like the Art Dot vials, or do you use the baggies? My granddaughter and I, the unicorn that you saw that we did together, she really did most of it actually when she took it home to do because we were doing it here at my house. We just used baggies. And she worked on one end and I worked on the other at the kitchen table. And we listened to some music, which made it nice too. This is the Pablo purple, believe it or not. I don't think it really looks, I mean, somewhat purple, yeah. It's more of a pinky color. I'll probably go over the areas that are not shadowed with the pink, just maybe to control some of the purple hue in this pencil. It's not really a great selection of pink in the Pablo, but I also didn't see any in the other ones, so it's probably a better one in the Albrecht Dürer. But I wanted to use these. I'm debating whether I want to go ahead and wet this or keep it dry, since we have an underlayer of the watercolor. And then I'm going to go over with the pink that they actually do have. I just didn't feel like this color was going to be dark enough on its own. It also has kind of a corally hue to it. I don't know if corally is a word, but that's what we're using. One of the things that intrigued me about diamond painting is seeing some of the artists and illustrators that we have coloring books for. And so when I saw the Carla Magana, I just had to have it. And I got it quite a while ago, like when I first got Carla Magana books. And it's been sitting in my stash in my closet for quite a while. So I decided to go ahead and break it in. Okay, I am going to activate this and see what happens. I'm losing some of my shadows as I do this, so I think I am going to have to use dry pencil. I feel like I have more control over the colors with a watercolor palette personally, but I wanted to give this a try Try something different. See, I lost this shadow here completely. Go back in here. Yeah, we definitely have more of a purpley feel. Maybe I'll crack out the Albrecht Dürer and see if there's a better pink. Okay, while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do some skin tone. So I'll probably, let's see, the lightest brown that I have that's not yellow is a brownish orange. Let's see how this goes. The skin tone is kind of a yellow. I think what I'll do is I'll take the shadow area and blend it in so that we have a little darker skin tone. We'll see about it. Just darken this up a little bit. And I'm just putting this down here so I can blend it up. Let's try the legs. Okay, let's see what happens when we do water. Okay, so there is some yellow to her skin tone. So I think the best thing that I could do is try to pick something that's, let's try, we have a light ochre. Let's try that. I think we're getting closer. And my leg's falling asleep. The struggle is real. Then I want to go in with this that we used. It's very hard to read the colors on these. This is the brown orange. Go back and put that highlight in there. Go in with this light ochre again. And we need to give her a little bit of a blush. Okay. I think I'll go and activate some of this. Okay. All right. Let me darken up these lips here. All right, on the hat, based on the color swatches here, that's the green for the flowers, which I didn't activate yet. So let's do that. All right, and then on the glove, looks like she has a little bit of a blue. In there. All right, what else do I need to do? I'm gonna look in those Albrecht doors and see if I've got any better pinks. Let's see here. Fuchsia. I think that'll do well. Let's go back and darken these shadows with this fuchsia. I'll go over the rest lightly. Maybe do some fuchsia for her blush. Okay, let me activate some of this and see if we're getting closer to the color I wanted. This paper is saying no more water. Especially in this area here. Go back to the shoes. Okay. Looks good. I gave her a little more rouge than she has. All right, back to underneath here. I need to get, it's almost a green under there. Let me look at my Albrecht Dürer. We have dark phthalo green. Let's see what happens. Almost even though it doesn't show it here, almost looks like that there's a purple, a darker purple in there. So I'm gonna pull out violet and I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. Even a brown. You see in that area here, see? I'm gonna try to activate that and see what happens. Okay, I think that's as close as I can get that area. What else do we need to do? We need to do an orange. Actually, I could probably do that with the red. And go over it with the yellow. And then I want to do a little bit more of this cobalt blue here. And then blend this light turquoise and the Pablos. And then for the green, I want to do a truer green. And then there's also a brown in there. Okay. And then this pink actually extends into here. I'm going to do a little bit of white. Actually, ivory. There we go. Okay. And then the last thing I think I want to do is do one more round with the fuchsia in the shadowed areas here. I think I might try a little ivory on the face a little. And on the skin. Just kind of give it a nice blend. I think that definitely looks better. Yeah. And then for the hair, just want to darken up these areas here. Go in with this brown a little bit. And darken underneath the hat a little bit. Kind of get a truer likeness to the picture. Need a little bit more brown in here. Okay, I think we are finished. Let me just show you both of them. Let me know in the comments how you think I did. I definitely probably should have started out with the Albrecht Dürer fuchsia, but you know, you don't have to be exact. I like to try to do as exact as I can, but I wanted to use those other colors too, the watercolor pencils, and give them a good go. Yeah, I think that was lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video that we're going to do is probably an update video. Then shortly after that, I'll include some haul items, color in a couple of pages that I have left for this month. Then towards the end of the month or the beginning of April, can't believe I'm saying April, then my completed pages for March will come out, and my granddaughter and I will show you our buddy color and whatever else we decided to do by the end of the month. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. You all have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.